up, all my Dorksters, Geeks, and Gamers? It's your host, Ghost here, and you're watching a brand new episode of Dorks Den Movie Minute. Today we're going to be talking about Dexter New Blood, episodes 3 and 4. Episode 3, entitled Smoke Signals. So this episode we're dealing with Kurt, who is now still searching for his son on Dexter's land. He's becoming a little bit more suspicious of Dexter for whatever reasons he has himself, because we know that he is the shooter of the cabin before. He is the one keeping the girls in the basement with the camera that says you're already dead. This episode also deals a lot more with Harrison and him getting to know Dexter and the town itself. So yeah, a lot going on here, but the main focus of this episode is Dexter trying to find a place to get rid of Matt's body, because he doesn't have the ocean anymore to drop the bodies in like he did in previous seasons of Dexter. So he's got to find some other way to do it. It's very comedic the way they do this. He goes to a couple of different places. There's actually one point where he goes to a cave, and he sees a bear in there, so he goes running out, scared of his life. First time and only time you'll probably ever see Dexter scared in your life. But he's out of there. This eventually leads to the ending of the episode. I'm going to do this out of order. The ending episode leads with Dexter finding the big furnace for the factories, the wood-burning factories. He ends up driving up and just throwing Matt's body into there. And it's very morbid because you can't tell if it's snow or if it's Matt's ashes that are raining down upon the town. And it's probably a mixture of both, in all honesty, and in all science, the way it works. So yeah, very morbid and very, very nice Dexter moment with him throwing the body in there and then having the ashes come down like snow. We also get to meet Kurt at the very end of the episode, who is drunk, and he says that he actually saw Matt on FaceTime, so he's calling the whole search off for whatever reason, and Dexter knows that he is lying because he just put the body in the furnace. There's no way that anyone has seen that guy besides Dexter Morgan. We also get a lot of Harrison meeting up with the school bully that he made up with in episode 2 of the series, where he kind of defended him and he was kind of trying to become friends with him, and then it slowly showed that he was had a darker side to him. So Harris is starting to see this darker side now, and he's I don't want to say he's egging it on, but there is something wrong with Harrison, the way he's interacting with this kid, and it's kind of leaving that grain of doubt that he may have Dexter's dark passenger, and he may be just as sadistic as Dexter Morgan as himself. But we'll have to wait and see, because Harris is a lot smarter than Dexter, and he knows how to play people against Dexter better than his father does. So we'll have to wait and see how this plays out. It's very back and forth. Is he a killer? Is he not? Is he manipulative? Is he not? Is he just a good person who gets caught in bad things? So yeah, very intriguing story with Harrison this whole season. Cannot wait to see where they go from here. But yeah, that smoke signals, a little bit to learn. We also learned that Dexter decided that Matt was a one-time thing, and that he does not want to do this again. And so, yeah, he decides that it's a one and done, and that he's not going to kill someone again. Clearly wrong, because we know he's going to do it again in the future. But that's episode 3. I'm going to give episode 3 a solid 6 out of 10. Not a lot went on story-wise, but we got a little bit of character development with Kurt and Dexter, and his son Harrison, and the cop as well. And we also get to meet in episode 3. You also get to meet this podcaster who is on Dexter's trail, and she knows all about the Trinity killings, and she knows about Reba and all that. So we would assume that she would know about Harrison and his connections to Dexter Morgan, whose name is not Jim Lindsay like he's saying to everyone else. So we'll have to wait and see where that plays into the whole thing. I give this one, like I said, a solid 7 out of 10. Smoke Signals, great episode for character development, and just not a whole lot going on story-wise in the bigger picture. Not until we get to episode 4, H is for Hero. Now this is the episode that really gets the ball rolling, the snowball rolling down the hill here. For Dexter New Blood, and this is because this is the first time that Harrison draws blood on someone else, and we don't know if it was in self-defense, if he kind of set this situation up to make it seem like self-defense, or if it truly was self-defense. But Harrison attacks the school shooter character that he was friends with the previous episode. He says that he ended up stabbing him, and he turned around and caught him underneath the kneecap, and apparently hit an artery, and this kid's going to go in intensive care, and they don't know if he's going to make it or not. And nobody really cares, and nobody believes this kid because he already had emotional issues before Harrison attacked him. and now no one's definitely going to believe him because Harrison's the good guy now. Thus the name H is for hero, or H is for Harrison. So yeah, very nice play on words in these title sequences. Once again, I also like the way the title sequences are made a part of the background. In the very first shot of the episode, the title sequence is a part of the episode, and then it very clearly fades away. Works really good. But this episode is more about Dexter's individual thoughts about his own son. Is he as dark as he is? Does he have this dark passenger? Does he have the capacity to lie to me or to everyone around him like Dexter does? And it's very intriguing because he's having this conversation with Deb and himself. But we both know that Deb is his dark passenger now instead of Harry. So he's essentially having this conversation about his son with himself. And some of the dialogue here is ingenious. Like there's a point where Deb's like, "Man, if you believe this, then you must be crazy." And Dexter responds with, "Well, then I am crazy," because he is talking to himself in his head back and forth. But Dexter does, using his blood splatter analysis, he does realize that Harrison did stab himself and that he did attack Harrison, or he did attack the school bully for whatever reason, whether it's malicious or not. Dexter needs to find out and kind of confront Harrison about it to find out what it is. This episode ends with Dexter finding the straight razor, Harrison's straight razor that he didn't tell Dexter about. And he lifts it up and he's about to cry and he's like smiling and he says he has my dark passenger, which is kind of a good thing for Dexter in his eyes. He wants him to have that dark passenger so he can teach him about the Code of Harry and how to deal with these things in the right way without getting arrested. So yeah, very good episode. I love where they're taking the series so far. I like the ambiguity of Harrison. Is he good? Is he bad? Is he a killer? Is he not? I cannot wait to see where this goes because we all know what happens when Dexter finds out you're a killer and you're a good killer. He will still put you on the table and he will make sure you know the code before you get out of there or you're going to die. So he lets you know. So I'm wondering how Dexter deals with that if it's his own child. So we'll have to wait and see. Cannot wait to see where this goes. Episodes 5 and 6 coming up, yeah, 5 and 6 coming up very soon, guys. Stay tuned for those. We'll definitely be looking at those. But yeah, great cliffhanger for episode 4 with H is for Hero, with him finding out that Harris may have a dark passenger or not. Cannot wait to see where this goes. I give that one a 9 out of 10. So that's my 2 thoughts on episodes 3 and 4 of Dexter New Blood. Let me know down below what you guys thought of them. Do you guys think Harrison is a killer or not? Or do you think he's innocent of all these things and he's just wrapped up in the wrong things? Let me know down below as well. Make sure you like, subscribe, or share. And as always, guys, keep it right here on Dorks Den. I've been your host, Ghost. Adios.